All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get this out. That will be full screen for just a minute. Let me just send this out. All right. And then I will get TradingView up. Let's see. All right. This should be good. Can you say yes in chat if you can see TradingView? I just want to make sure. Dawson, good morning, man. How are you? How are you doing, man? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Ryan, good morning. Michael, appreciate it as well. All right, let's get these all sorted. And the SPY continues. Man. That's pretty wild. 644. Especially considering not too long ago we were down to 618. Not too long before that, we were all the way down towards 500. 644. That's crazy. Good morning. Excited? Should be a... do we have news today? We don't. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. It should be an interesting day with everything up so much. I wonder how many things actually gapped up. What are we looking at here? I guess with Apple. Apple's a bit of an interesting one because I feel like it's still kind of playing out the play we had yesterday. So that's a little bit of a weird one. Not quite sure what we'll do with that. PLTR, man, I should have taken PLTR yesterday. Let me tell you that much. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. All right. Yeah, should have taken PLTR with everything going up yesterday, but I did not. Adam, good morning, man. How are you doing? Let's see. PLTR is going to have demand here, but that's not really going to matter today. If you want to say we hit the 30-minute demand there. So it looks like on lower time frame. Just kind of a weird close. It's the last candle of the day. I would almost be okay just like discrediting this wick even happened, to be honest. I'll keep an eye on that. Man, IWM went in one direction yesterday. One red candle in a 30-minute. Wow. NVIDIA bounced off demand here. I just don't know. Could even stay off this if you wanted to on the 2 hour. I just don't know lower time frame. Yeah, none of those breaks are that great. It's kind of the issue. A little 1 hour demand here as well. Maybe we could look at that. It's kind of opening in a weird place. I don't know. I'll definitely watch NVIDIA today. It really depends on how it opens. What I'm going to do. Is that my alert here? Yeah. That's very annoying. Just barely missed it. Probably won't get back down there today. Amazon didn't really hit anything. We are bouncing off demand. Although only on the 30-minute. Find it. Again, all these plays are assuming the market is going to continue upwards today, so we'll have to try to figure that out relatively quickly. I don't think anything on Goog. Nothing there I like. Hood. And a bit of a 45-minute demand there. I just don't like it because it's not really on anything else, but could go with something like this. Just not a great move up. Looks good there, but I don't know. Another one we'll keep an eye on. We will see. Just because it's on the watch list doesn't mean we have to take a trade. Very confused. It's definitely a good setup. I just don't think it's going to retrace. Didn't hit demand yesterday. Didn't really create any demand either. In the 1 hour, but only really hit the wick there. The supply will already be hit, so we won't play off that. I don't like anything on Microsoft. Really don't. Let's see, what do we have on AMD? AMD's giving us $5, okay. We will be at a supply. So that'd be the only thing we'd really be looking for. I'm not sure I'd really want to short it, but I do want to keep an eye on that, see if it gets a rejection there. Let's see. Coin had a really good rejection here yesterday. Not going to play TLM. Don't really have any sort of demand here. And we don't have, this would be our only supply. So won't really have anything there. That's about it. Kind of already sold off at that point though. Meta, I was looking for a retrace yesterday. Never got it. And again today. I mean, maybe we hit the 1 hour here. You look for a push up off of that. I could be into that. Wow, AVGO is gapping up a decent amount as well. Won't really be close to any demand here. Our closest demand is going to be, looks like probably 309, but almost 316. So chances of a trade there are pretty slim. Tesla. Yeah, this is horrible price action yesterday. I don't really like any of that. TSM, we did bounce off demand yesterday, but there was another play there. I don't think there's going to be anything else today. Yeah. I mean, some of these, of course, if we come back down to the gap, we could look for demand bounces there, but a lot of them are so far away. I don't see a world in which we get back down to those gaps. Oracle. I'll click on the, probably rather just draw that here. See if we get a bounce off that. We'll have demand up there. I'll be careful with that. Let's see, MU. It's like we created demand down here. See if we bounce back to that. Outside of that, though, not much. That would be tricky unless we make another high. This might be a little tricky to play. We'll watch it. So man, so far I have to 24.25. Wow. Him still on the struggle bus a little bit. Gonna move upwards. Are we gonna be? No, so no demand created. So stay away from that. Roblox will be right at demand. Now, what do we need to break to be interested here? That would be the real question. Actually would love to make another low, then break this, or come up here and break this and pull back. Because this is not going to be, yeah, that won't be supply of any kind in your way. So you will have room. Actually, I like that a lot, if that works out. What do we have here on Uber? Not much. No real demand. Visa. Again, I mean, we have demand here that we formed yesterday. I just don't know lower time frame wise. And I guess if we get above this high, you could look for longs, but it's definitely not my favorite play today. We'll have supply pretty close here as well. This would be a tough one to trade. I mean, I'll definitely keep an eye on it, but it'd be a little tough. Mara kind of has the same thing going on. Mara actually gave you a pretty deep yesterday. Break of that high, retrade, yeah. Actually might have been better. And we'll see what it does this morning. John, good morning, man. How are you? Speaking of saying good morning, there are over 30 people in here. We've had like 5 people say good morning. If you are in here watching, let me know you're in here. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, we got some rolling in. Listen, I know there's more of you. Say what's up. Kevin C. Good morning, man. Ron. Brandon. Jesus or Jesus Shuttlesworth. Probably Jesus. T. Rodriguez. Good morning, man. CAJ. Good morning. Matt. Good morning. Charles Moore. Good morning. Ryan, I'm trading options. I'm just going to say WL Hins 09, good morning. Football Love, good morning. Bob, good morning. Kevin, what's up, man? Hope you are doing good as well. All right. Anything else? Oh, Massimo, what's up, man? How are you? Let's see. All right, sweet. T. Clark, good morning. Adds up. No worries. Oh, Cindy, good morning. How are you? All right, so we got about 7 minutes till market open. James, good morning, man. How are you? Got about 7 minutes. The question will be, What are we looking for most at open? I do like hood. Meta would have to get a little bit higher, I think, for me. Yeah, because we don't really have a high over here. MU would need a lot. I don't love this break. But I could understand why someone would want to get in this at open. I don't really want to short. But we'll keep an eye on those two. Oracle. Oracle's opening much higher than it originally was. So that's probably not going to happen. And you have Visa. And you have Mara. Mara's a weird one because I really think the best opportunity to get in was here last night. Obviously, I was not looking at the market then, and if I was, I probably wouldn't have been looking at Mara. I do like PLTR if we come down a little bit. Let's see what NVIDIA does it open. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know what I want it to do at open. That's the problem. Most of the time it's like, okay, I want it to do this and then this, but I don't really know what I want it to do. Amazon looks like it could be good pretty early. Same thing with Hood. Both of those will get breaks right at open, assuming they open in the same place. Meta will have to get higher than that. I should just set MU would have to hit that. I don't know what I'm going to do with Roblox. Do not know. I don't know what I'm going to do with NVIDIA either. This is Tony. Oh, what's up, man? All right. Well, all right. My allergy is driving me insane today. But we are good. Let's see this. John, I don't know if you saw, but I missed my Amazon entry was missed by 20 cents yesterday. And I have a weird feeling it's not going to get back down there, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. Hood. I'm just trying to think here on Hood. You can break it this high would be fine. So if we open where we are right now, I'd be fine with that. It might. It's been chopping around, yeah. I mean, we're definitely gonna hold out hope. I'm not gonna like. The last thing I want to do, especially with the swing trade, is just like miss my entry by a little bit and then just enter at a place I don't want to. So if it flies up $10 today, will it suck it in? I didn't get in, of course, but I'm not just gonna chase an entry. I think I'd rather Roblox make a lower low. Honestly. So I was gonna open at 645. Jeez, man. So make sure we didn't miss anything dumb. I have to keep an eye on some of these if they come back down to this gap as well. Like Microsoft might do. I do have to watch out for that. PLTR opens all the way up there. I would be tempted by something like this. Just let it ride higher. Nvidia might make a lower low. I don't hate that, Amazon. Don't hate that at all. Hood already retraced. Oh, I don't love that. Not a big fan of that at all. That didn't get any close above. Don't know if that will come down. Okay, so Nvidia does make a lower low. Okay, that starts to get interesting. Where does Amazon need to be? Yeah, I don't love that price action on Hood. It definitely could still work, but I'm not a big fan of that. No chasing cheetahs, yeah. That is true. MU might come down. Wow, AMD straight through supply. Coin straight through supply. Wow, what a rip. Too bad we have supply right there. I mean, what a rip, though. Holy. PLTR just did go higher. Video, everything is ripping. Wow. Wow. Nvidia, I mean, decent close. Just gotta push right off it. I forgot to open my first stuff. See which one comes down first. When you're flipping the time frames, you notice the pattern looks similar on a lower or higher time frame, which would usually rely on. It's a good question. It depends on what sort of trade you're looking for. But typically, the safe answer is always going to be to rely on the higher time frame. Now, obviously, when you're day trading, you have to rely on the lower time frame to an extent because that's where you're finding your entries and stuff, right? So you have to rely on it somewhat. But for the most part, if you're gonna have to like pick one of like which one should I pay the most attention to, it's definitely the higher time frame. So PLTR is coming down. So we'll see what that does. Man, I really wanted Nvidia to retrace. It's just not going to. Like Nvidia longs are my favorite thing to take in the market. I just really want it to retrace. I just feel like I could take Nvidia longs any day, anytime, any place. You say higher time frame. Which one would you look at? I consider higher time frame anything that's above. So 15-minute is like kind of in the middle for me. But for my trading, when I say higher time frame, I'm looking 30-minute or above. In general, most people are going to say that the higher time frame is, the 4 hour, the daily, or the weeklies. But it kind of depends on what you're trading and how you're trading as well. But like I said, for me, it's 30 minutes and above is higher time frame. If any of these are going to pull back. Why does that stop feel so small? I mean, it kind of is. It's less than $1. And it's amazing looking at certain stuff flying, and then you have other stuff that's just in the dumps. I mean, SPY and Qs look good. They look like they're going to keep moving. Goog, I don't know. I mean, did it technically hit demand on the gap up? Yes, I guess. I don't know if I trade that. Yeah, that would seem kind of insane to trade. Microsoft, on the other hand, I'd be down with this. Obviously, we still need a lot here. And no, not really. So we still need quite a lot. on Microsoft. I mean, Amazon couldn't have done anything worse than what it's doing right now, because not only is it not pulling back for an entry on the day trade, but on top of that, it also never pulled back enough for my swing trade. So it's basically screwing me over twice. Which, you know, that happens, I guess. All right, let's see. What do I need? What do I need? Still looking at PLTR as well. Which one should I? Do you already have this typed in is the question. I do. So that's that, and then that is here. Okay. Microsoft will send an alert for up here. Obviously, we'd still need an entry after that, but it does have potential. Amazon just doesn't want to stop at all. A little disappointing. And that's probably going to come back down and act like it's going to retrace and then not. You're in a Microsoft swing for longs. A Microsoft swing. Interesting. Are you playing off like something down here? I bet you got in yesterday, didn't you? Like this is probably a new swing, huh? That candle just screams John. I think I could hear it. I think I could hear it yelling John. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Hood is struggling. Roblox could still work up. Don't want that on Microsoft. Roku. You always come in here or trade that again. I guess if you're talking swing though, it's not as bad. It's definitely not as bad as a day trade. Anything else that's possibly going to hit that gap? Jeez, Visa just insane move. Shop no, Boeing no. Okay. So we're still kind of just relying on PLTR or NVIDIA pullback, which I don't even know if we're going to get either of those. Hood is like oddly tempting just because of the open, but the price action after the actual open is just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now we did hit demand as well from the gap up, which I guess doesn't really change anything, but swing definitely, yeah. You're drawing your gray boxes. No, the gray boxes are supply and demand zones. Okay, now stuff looks like it might be working down. Sucks that got above supply this morning, because that actually would have been a decent short opportunity if it wasn't for this wick. But I guess we will wait to see. Yeah, Microsoft struggling. NVIDIA? Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. We would need what? Just like that. I'm gonna give it a second because I want to just make sure that the market's not falling out of the sky. Which we might be. So let's wait a moment. Let's see. Interesting that NVIDIA's dropping. Everything else is remaining. What do you think about MU on a retrace play back up? I'd want to see hit demand first. Unless it already hit demand that I didn't see, but that would be the only thing I'd look for. Yeah. We literally just crossed it. I don't even know I'd do this on a 45. But yeah, I mean, we'd have to come up, like, break this high and then look for something after that. Maybe a tough trade, but yeah, MU's dying too. Yeah. At least MU, though, is at a point where it has demand for like a reversal setup where NVIDIA's already past that. NVIDIA already bounced from demand. So I'm glad I waited on the entry here. I just want to see if this actually holds or if this is going to just continue dumping down. Because I don't really want to get in a trade and then be stopped out 2 minutes later. Is it just the whole market? No. It's Qs. SPY is fine, though. It was definitely Qs. When was the last time this was even at 230? So long ago. There's nothing. I was gonna say that actually looked decent for short play, but that's not anything. I'm not keeping that on there. Wow. Coin just has these random ass days where like it just decides it wants to be the strongest stock. And I don't understand. Okay, NVIDIA. I mean, that's actually pretty decent reaction. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty solid reaction. So we'll see if that keeps going up. If you got in there, you get in around this area, and that gives you, it's probably right around like the 61.8 type of place, which is nice. This will be all time. Probably be fine with 1-to-1. Probably. So 1-to-1 would be, where's your 50? Right there. That would put you, yeah, that'd be about right, I think. It's probably more in that area. roughly. Save yourself some risk too, which is nice. But that is a sort of rejection you would want to see. I think the only thing here, yeah, and this is what I was going to say as well, is waiting for this candle close. See if we can get a candle close on this. Because a good candle close could be the difference between a good and bad trade here. So we'll see. All right. So see how that closes. Curious. I obviously don't want. I want everything to come. Amazon is just so strong today. I think we're way past the retracement point. Not the best close, but actual good rejection there for NVIDIA. So I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. We'll see where it goes, but I am a fan. What did MU do? MU, good reaction off demand. Good volume here. Again, problem is you just don't really have, like, you just don't have a break of structure you feel great about until you get up here. And I don't even know if you feel great about that. But yeah. It's kind of in on MU. Now, obviously, if the market keeps ripping up, you kind of look silly for not just entering because we, had Roblox is dead. Does it bounce off anything, like shorts wise? Not really. Not really. I guess Microsoft still has time to reverse. Hood's in free fall. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. It's not even a rejection off anything. It's just falling out of the sky. NVIDIA with a good move up. What I want to get in PLTR? That's the question. Would I want to? Or I like Microsoft better? Nope, I did not mean to do that. Amazon, I still want to keep an eye on if it gets down here. See what Microsoft does. NVIDIA is going a little bit, which is good. I don't know if I want to get in PLTR. It's the same exact setup as NVIDIA, like the literal same exact one. But I don't know if I really want to be in two of these because they're not like they're not my bread and butter setup. Like they're good. They're definitely good setups. Are they good enough though to be in two? That's the question. I don't know. Tempted by PLTR. We could wait to see if we kind of come down to, because the problem is we are at all-time highs. So we don't really have a great target. So we could look for like that 61.8 kind of retrace, like somewhere down there, and see if we get it, kind of like we did on NVIDIA. Give you like that 1.5 type risk reward. See if you get that. Microsoft, I don't know. I'd be tempted just to get a Microsoft here, just on this break, to be completely honest. I don't know where that target would be. Target like that for 1-to-1. You target where that supply starts. Or you could wait for the break, wait for a retrace, and get a little bit better risk reward. It's always an option as well. Let's see. Oh, I don't like that. I'll tell you that much. I do not like that. Let's see. I'm gonna do the same thing with PLTR. We're gonna see if it keeps dropping or if we get a rejection. I don't even know what I would need. Those are horrible. That's not bad, actually. All right, well, NVIDIA is not getting the green that PLTR is, which sucks. Man, NVIDIA is not getting any green. What happened, man? Got above the high and everything. That would be unfortunate. That would well and truly be unfortunate. Doesn't look like that's going to get anything either. Microsoft struggling a little bit. And I guess on the bright side, maybe Amazon actually moves down. Meta breaks a lower low that we got last night on a lot of things. That is awful. Break a structure. Should be interesting. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Weird. I'm not loving this price action at all. This is just not making me feel confident in the market right now. Not in the slightest. It's a little bit similar to yesterday, where like I felt like there was good setups, but the price action wasn't great, and so it kind of kept me out of some of them. Now, to be fair, a couple of those did end up working out, but there are also some that didn't. I don't know if we're going to get that Microsoft bounce either. It's not seem like it's something that wants to happen. MU's kind of the same way. It just seems like a lot of stuff is like getting these little pushes that you think, oh, it's looking good, and then it just dies off. I don't know what this was at 9:54. I have no idea what that was. Is there like a tweet or something? I don't know what could have happened. But that was a very, very weird drop off right then. Yeah, Microsoft. Microsoft looks like it's going to keep going down. Amazon will wait and see. Man. Meta, I think, is still very interesting. Like, I almost just want to say this wick doesn't exist. Which I know I probably shouldn't, but I really do. And just like look at a break of this high, get on a pullback after that. I mean, at this point, the only thing I ask for is if the market is going to fall off the edge of the earth, let's just get Amazon to like, 219. That's all I ask. Everything else is fine. But yeah. I mean, MU's giving you a high to break, which is nice. So if you are still watching MU, it's like a 126.50 high could be a good one that you could look for. Q's is looking really weak. That's not a great sign. That good, not really at anything. I mean, PLTR held that retracement area really well. I mean, the good thing about these two trades is you don't need huge moves to see profits. But are we even going to see the little moves that we need? Who knows? Microsoft could still be good. I'd still be into that on a break there. I think Amazon on a retrace could still be good. And then these two already went over. So yeah, I think I will. I think I'll leave you guys with that. We'll see what the market wants to do. I mean, I have no idea. Because zooming out a little bit, the market looks strong, but this open, this first 30 minutes of the market is just not good whatsoever for most things. So we'll see what we do. We will see. I think the market will continue up in the end, but we might take quite a big dip to get there, which would suck, but we might. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. And yeah, we'll see what we do. We will see what we do. But I appreciate you guys. I will talk to most of you You're in 2 trades, right? No, I didn't get in PLTR. And Nvidia just stopped out, so it was just the one. But yeah. So appreciate you guys. I will see you guys. Well, I'll see most of you Friday. And yeah, trade safe. Enjoy the day. We'll see where the market goes. Hopefully up.